all-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
They'll run play action. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cade. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will have its first possession of the game. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it himself. Find some fresh air. There he goes. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
You know, it's so unique to find quarterbacks that have these types of moves in the open field. You oftentimes find guys that can run very quickly straight line, but how about the shiftiness of this quarterback and the ability to make people miss? That's impressive.
He's got it still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the air, it's Bryant. Dumps it off in the flats. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 or 4, and we are not going to complain.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, It's a first down. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking downfield, it's Mayaba. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Quick toss. Open space at the 25. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Hurricane. Great job by the back on the option.
What execution by the offense. The quarterback making the right decision on the defender quickly. Get into your running back. And how about the wide receivers and everybody else blocking in space, creating an alley so the running back can do the rest and make the huge play for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Louisiana Tech. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And a great job on the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Demon Deacons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Bryant. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down, just throwing an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Gilbert. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. Got a little space. Spins away from the defense. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Demon Deacons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Card in the backfield. It's Mays. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Makes the grab, it's Smith. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Buying some time. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
It needs a 2-minute offense. When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Polk. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Canes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Working that left side now. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Coming out with it, it's Barnes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll run it from the gun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. We Played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me today.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. He's past the 30. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that.
Turning it on. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game.
Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Syracuse. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Gonna try to get it himself. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Might be calling a hot route. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
To the air, it's Bryant. Bringing the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Another incompletion on third down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their home territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Dead center perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Fighting off the defender. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. The Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on... Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And man, that is crushing to a defense. You force the 4th down. You know they're going to run the football. You're bringing guys near the line of scrimmage, and you can't get him to the ground. Not only does he get the 1st down, he gets a huge chunk after that. This defense is definitely going to be deflated.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll try the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this guy has had a day to remember, putting up outstanding numbers in this one, and he is still piling on in the 4th quarter, breaking off some beautiful runs.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to add another. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. They put together an 81-yard drive and finish continues to deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, there he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Man, that's always a bad feeling when you're holding your gap and then you turn around and all you see is the back of his jersey, the guy running down the field, chewing up all those yards.
And tell the truth, when defensive linemen go after him, do they really think they're going to catch him?
Absolutely not. I play defensive line.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Bryant. Oh, they're after him. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wake.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in... I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. With the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about...
Diving for the goal line, and the ball's knocked free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the Demon Deacons are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. After the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Pulls it in. It's Allen. Oh, he got loose. And they swarm him under. And the Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami! They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You got to...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? New Mexico State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 19 to Louisiana Tech. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lyon. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's first and 10. They believe they can run right here. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. And the Canes will line it up on first and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Running back, the ball carrier, loses 2.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.